Welcome back to the Comedy Couch. I'm Maria, and I have never owned a pair of Crocs. I'm really proud to say that. Millennials, where are we at? Today we're going to be talking about 90s television, the programs that shaped us, molded our little minds. Maybe they shouldn't have, but some of them had some really good value, if you know what I mean. Now, growing up in the 90s, you were either a Cartoon Network kid, a Nickelodeon kid, or homeschooled. Luckily, I went to public school and I was a Nickelodeon kid through and through. I watched it all, okay? My favorite programs were definitely Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Doug. I don't know why I was allowed to watch Cat Dog. That was the weirdest concept, Siamese twins, which is even politically incorrect to say, and I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Oh my god. We had a show called Angry Beavers. Really? And it was all grown men writing these scripts. Okay, so before everyone judges me for going back in time and rewatching children's shows from my childhood, adults wrote these shows. But if you go back and rewatch some of these things as an adult, you start to question stuff. Like Rugrats, for example. That show was the shit. All right. You either identified as Tommy being brave or Chucky being a scaredy pants, and I totally was a scaredy pants. But how why did the other parents continue to leave their children at Stu and Dee Dee's house when they got out of the playpen every single episode? Every single episode, okay? Can I get a recall, Fisher Price? Like, what? And they always left them with Grandpa, who couldn't hear, who'd fall asleep while he's whittling wood like 3 minutes in. Adventures, eating candy, stealing cookies, whatnot. I, as an adult watching it, I just want to know why no one called DHHS. That I want to know. I really do want to try those Reptar bars that turn your tongue green. Those look pretty dope. But Hey Arnold, that show was my jam. I was totally a Helga. When I had a crush, I had a crush. I apologize to any of my former stalking victims in the fifth grade. But it's okay. I've been alone for 4 years, guys. No men have been harmed in the filming of this. But in Hey Arnold, he lives in a boarding house with his grandparents, and nobody's talking about the fact that his grandmother is clearly schizophrenic. Not in the normal medicinal sense, but like an X-Men level. 1 minute she's Granny dancing on the kitchen table, throwing flapjacks in the air, and the next she's helping Arnold break a turtle out of the New York State Aquarium. Now, Helga, her mother, if you go back and watch this, was an alcoholic. Okay? She would often wake up behind the couch, not knowing where she was, and would say, I need a smoothie. And she wouldn't pack her child's lunch. Her father, who was emotionally abusive, who didn't know her name. Really, Nickelodeon? Like, this is a reality for some kids, but it's like, for those of us who had a relatively normal childhood, let's talk about how we had some of the best reality game shows. Okay, we had What Would You Do? We had Double Dare. We had Guts for the athletically inclined. And we had Legends of the Hidden Temple. Um, Legends of the Hidden Temple. All these little fourth graders dressed in baggy yellow sweatpants and yellow helmets with their big yellow mouth guards. They had to make it across that moat at the very beginning. And my sister would always root for Blue Barracudas, and I would usually root for the Red Jaguars. You know your team. Like before the Harry Potter houses existed, it was all about the Legends of the Hidden Temple teams. Okay, J.K. Rowling, I see where you got your inspiration. Child have a hard time. They were all foiled by one room, guys. We know what it was. We know what it was. The Shrine of the Silver Monkey. It was three styrofoam pieces they had to put together. Three styrofoam pieces, and yet that's what foiled them? Like, uh, You're talking about a generation that could defeat Donkey Kong on a 3 by 3 inch green colored screen. Neeson. We're like the Liam Neeson generation. We have a certain set of skills and we need to use them. And those children were not using them. It was very frustrating to watch. The 90s, man. What can I say? It was the best. Let's all go back in time. Thanks for watching.
If you don't believe me when I say I was a Nickelodeon kid, I painted these a while ago. It wasn't recent. And yes, I'm aware that these two, Raceface and Pepper Ann, were not Nickelodeon. Okay, get over it.